Hello, I'm Ken from NowComms. Thanks for watching this video. This video is all about Social Selling Accelerator, and it's only going to take me a couple of minutes to explain what that is. First of all, let me tell you it's part of the Bounce Back Better portfolio of products and services that we've put together specifically for the circumstances that we're in right now. We're all living in very difficult, volatile circumstances right now, and we're finding that people don't want to look too far down the line. They want to do the best thing they possibly can with marketing right now. It's going to make the biggest difference. So in order to help people with that, we've broken down everything that marketing can possibly deliver and created a bunch of what we call Bounce Back Better services. They're all services that will take us 3 to 5 days to complete. They're going to be very small micro projects, and we're going to be sure to talk to you enough to understand which one to deliver to you first, because that's the most important thing that we could possibly do for you at this particular moment in time. The Social Selling Accelerator is something that's come to be because we're finding so many people at the moment. I've got salespeople that they don't feel comfortable in terms of their social selling skill set. They are people who may have been great salespeople using trade shows to find new prospects and sell via the trade show, or maybe they were doing lots of networking or whatever, but they're not really great or comfortable or experienced in social selling. And these people need to very quickly start developing their networks and use those networks to nurture new business through a virtual pipeline, if you like. So in order to make Social Selling Accelerator work, we're going to take, often in our market, LinkedIn, because it's a business-to-business environment that we specialize in, but this can be any sales approach on any social network. And we're now going to start messaging those people that your salespeople identify to us as being really important for them to approach and make connections with. And then through a bunch of marketing automation, we're going to make that really simple for these people to develop these connections. Let me show you exactly how that works. In the first instance, we're going to use some analytics to develop an audience that the salesperson can identify with. The salesperson needs to know exactly who it is that we're going to approach for them via their social network, because we're going to message those people via their own social accounts. Salesperson X will directly be talking to prospect Y through a messaging process that is a very personal process. So this list building activity, which will normally create about 750 or 1,000 prospects, it's gone through with a fine-tooth comb by the salesperson to make sure that that person does actually want to connect with the people that we're going to reach out to. Once we've done that, we're going to start talking to those people using some marketing automation. And I can give you a quick example of how that marketing automation tends to work. Firstly, Patricia, in this instance, and this is a client that does lots of technology for large events that IBM tend to use. This prospect is called Patricia, and it's a prospect identified by a salesperson in the client company. So what happens is they say to Patricia directly, "Hey Patricia, I've got some really cool stuff. Maybe that's cool stuff that you would like to know a little bit more about. If that's true, just link in and we can work something out. We'll talk to you a little bit more about it." The probability that Patricia will link in is about 25 to 30%. There's a high probability that people do this via the social networking strategy that we put together. Patricia will potentially say, "Yes, that sounds great. I'd like to know a little bit more about your business." So Patricia then gets an automatic follow-up through the social network, and the follow-up is usually going to fulfill the promise that was made in the invite in the first communication. In this case, we're going to point someone to the website and make sure that Patricia understands exactly what the company can do for IBM and IBM's VIP events. So now this salesperson has a new prospect, and her name is Patricia. Patricia might not be very dedicated to exploring the sales opportunities that are available here, or she might, we don't know. So we're going to have to educate her a little bit more about what the company does. So maybe 2 or 3 days later, we're going to send her another message through the social network, and we're going to say to her, hey, have you got anything big coming up? Because maybe we could help you. If you've got a big event that's really important to you, maybe you're struggling with that, and we can do a lot of that. So if you've got some time to talk, then maybe we can have a chat. This might take 2 or 3 iterations. There could be 4 or 5 different messages that we send out to educate. But generally, we're finding there's an education process that fits in between the prospect joining the salesperson's network and them actually doing something. But over a course of time, hey presto, Patricia does actually think that this is worth progressing. So she's going to reach out and say, hey, this would be maybe really good to talk. Let's talk, and I'll get back to you tomorrow and we can sort something out. And that's really the process that we're trying to inject into the salesperson's portfolio of tools via this service. You'll find that when we do that, we have quite a big success rate. This is a slightly less than average success rate, but in this particular example, the salesperson pinpointed just over 1,000 people that they wanted to talk to through this process, and 22% of them said, yep, that sounds like a good thing to do. So that person now has 233 new prospects to work with on their network. Here's what you get within the Social Selling Accelerator portfolio. I won't stop and go through them all. You can stop the video and have a read and see what you think of these things. And then remember our pricing plans. We're doing very small, baby-sized projects at the moment to help everybody work in a very agile and volatile environment. These are the price plans that we've put together. Talk to us more over this social network or get in touch via nowcoms.com. Like to hear more from you if you're interested in progressing things. Thanks a lot for listening.